Happy New Year, everyone. I'm here just to talk about what we can do to practice some of the fundamentals when the weather outside doesn't allow. So let's go get started. Let's have some fun. All right, so for our indoor practice, you can see on the ground here, and I'll get a player view of this shot too, so that I'll cut in there so you can see it. But I have my target line, and then I have a line parallel to my target line for me to get my eye line, my toes, my knees, my hips, my forearms, my shoulders. I'm getting all that parallel to that. And just really, I'm just practicing, just working on my setup. Make sure everything's nice and square and ready to move. Real simple, real easy idea. And the other way I use this target line, I use it to kind of help me work on my swing playing. So as I'm leveraging the club back, I keep the club head on while my hands stay nice and close, or my left arm's nice and close to my body. As my hinge action works, the butt of the club is pointed at the target line. And as I work to the top of my swing, still the butt of the club is pointed at the target line. As I make my shift down, the butt of the club is now pointed where the ball would be. As I'm about to move into impact, I'm right over my toe line here, or parallel to the line on the ground, into impact. And then even as I exit, my club face stays on the target line, and notice there's not a lot of rotation or not a lot of flipping of the club head. The rotation of the club head is due to the rotation of my body and my arms working together. Another thing I like to use to help me with my swing play, I just take a towel and roll it up. And you can see that when I'm addressing my target line here, I got the back of the shaft is nearly touching that towel that's on the ground. I can also use a water bottle for the same thing. I usually set that back a little bit further. Again, if I were addressing that back of that shaft is nearly touching that water bottle. Or if you're a player who tends to come over the top, you can take the towel, move it outside the target line, and you can do the same with the bottle. My problem is that I usually get underneath the plane a little bit, so when I'm practicing indoors, I set that towel up on the inside. So again, my shaft is almost touching it. And then generally, just so I don't cheat, I'll get the water bottle on the outside, and then I'll just make some practice swings or rehearsal swings here. Another thing I like to do is just make sure that my arms are working in unison with my body. So I got an old soccer ball here. It's a little bit deflated, so it can fit easily between my forearms. And take my grip with that thing between my forearms. I got my station. Obviously it's getting more complex. Right as my practice develops, it's getting more complex. And I'm just making some swings with that so I can keep those forearms together, allowing my body to help carry the club, or my pivot to help carry that club through impact. Not to get overly handsy or armsy with my swing. And as always, I want to work on my short game. So I'll get a little target out and just hit some pitch shots with the short flight balls right into the target. And if I'm really feeling gamey, I'll get some real golf balls out and do it. This is basically what I do. We hope you enjoyed those simple ways to work on your game when the weather does not allow you to get outside and do it. You can always work on your game. Working on those fundamentals is critical to playing your best. And remember, it's play, and play's supposed to be fun. Happy New Year, everyone. Cheers.